Good morning, Oklahoma, and welcome to Cow-Calf Corner. Again, we've taped during our Blueprint for the Future Cattle Conference. Appreciate all of you joining us, and it's my honor to be joined tonight by Dr. Frank Mitloehener from UC Davis. Dr. Mitloehener is an air quality specialist and taking the time out of his schedule before he gives our keynote address this evening after our dinner. Frank, tell me, what do you do at UC Davis? What's an air quality specialist?
Well, I study the impact of animal agriculture on the environment. So quantifying things such as greenhouse gases and mitigating those. And that's a big deal. It's a hot topic, and one that's so hot that it's not just a California topic now, but it has spread throughout the country and the world. And so here in Oklahoma tonight, I'll talk about how do we quantify this gas? How do we mitigate this gas? How do we turn something that's broadly and generally seen as a problem and turn it into part of a solution? Because methane, and that's the gas I'm talking about, methane is a problem only if you ignore it, if you don't manage it. It's the same as natural gas that you use at home to heat your home. Okay? You wouldn't say natural gas is a problem.
Absolutely.
It's a utility that you need. But if you were to just off-gas it into the air, it would be a problem. The same is true for our farms. About 10% of the energy we feed to our cattle gets lost as enteric methane. They just belch it out. And a lot more methane comes off the animal manure. Learning how to avoid that, learning how to limit that is not just in the best interest for our environment, but also to the pocketbook of the producer.
Excellent point. And I know you're going to give our keynote address tonight. What are the most important take-home messages we as cattlemen in this industry can learn from you tonight?
Well, I think the most important thing is don't be afraid of this topic. You only have to be afraid if you ignore it. If you take that bull by the horns, you can turn something that used to be a problem into something that people would say makes you as part of a solution.
Great point. A lot of what we're talking about here in the next couple of days at the conference. Now, I'm curious, I've got to ask, because I've read some of this about your work. What are you all doing at UC Davis? I know you're director of these things. You're actually capturing some of this methane from animals and using it to power vehicles. Look, am I wrong on that, or what can you tell us?
No, you're not wrong. There are two principal sources of methane from animal agriculture. The one is the belching by ruminants. That's pretty much burping of methane, and that's the main source. We can reduce that through feeding feed additives, for example. There are some other avenues as well. And then the second most important source is animal manure, particularly on dairies where it's stored in a liquid form in lagoons. In many cases, these lagoons are now capped. The gas is trapped and converted into a vehicle fuel. And that has become such a big deal that we see a new gold rush in California, namely a rush of people moving into this technology, capturing this gas, and making it into a utility.
Thank you, Frank, for taking the time to join us. I know your schedule's busy, and thank all of you for being with us this week on Cow-Calf Corner. It's good to be with you, and we look forward to sharing more topics with you from our Blueprint from the Future conference in the next few weeks.